Hello, everyone. Let's talk about something many of us have experienced, but often find challenging to address: dealing with a difficult manager. It's one of those topics that can be deeply frustrating, yet it offers some of the greatest opportunities for personal and professional growth. So today, we're not just going to explore the difficulties. We'll turn them into actionable strategies you can use to thrive, even in tough situations. Let me start with a question. Have you ever paused to consider why a manager might be difficult? I know it's easy to feel frustrated or even defeated, but take a step back. Difficult behavior often stems from something deeper. Imagine this scenario. Your manager is constantly hovering over your work, questioning every decision. It feels like micromanagement. But what if, instead of taking it personally, you ask yourself, could they be under immense pressure themselves? Are they dealing with expectations from above that you might not see? Often, their behavior reflects external stress, insecurity, or even a lack of clarity in their own role. Here's what you can do. Observe patterns in their behavior. Does their demeanor change during high-stakes projects, or are they consistently difficult? The goal is not to excuse their actions, but to understand the why. Once you see the root cause, you can adapt your approach. When facing a challenging relationship, the instinct is often to pull away. But let me ask you this: how does that help? Instead, think about how you can build a bridge, a connection that fosters trust and understanding. One way to do this is through proactive communication. Let's say your manager has a habit of sending vague instructions, leading to confusion. Instead of waiting for things to escalate, why not initiate a conversation? Something like, I want to make sure I meet your expectations. Could we take 5 minutes to align on priorities? Often, managers appreciate this initiative. It shows you're invested in the work. Another strategy is to find common ground. Maybe your manager values data-driven decisions or prefers concise updates. Aligning your communication style with their preferences can dramatically shift the dynamic. And remember, acknowledging their perspective can be powerful. For example, if they're nitpicking your work, you might say, I understand you're focused on the details because they're critical to the project's success. Here's how I've addressed those concerns. Now, let's talk about those moments when their behavior crosses the line. Maybe they're abrupt, dismissive, or overly critical. How do you respond without losing your cool? Here's the key: stay calm. I know that's easier said than done, but reacting emotionally often escalates the situation. Instead, focus on the issue, not the tone. For instance, if they criticize your presentation during a meeting, acknowledge the feedback and suggest improvements instead of getting defensive. And let me give you a tip. Document key interactions, not as a way to build a case against them, but to ensure clarity. If you're asked to revise a report, summarize their feedback in an email to confirm you're aligned. This avoids misunderstandings and protects you if things escalate. Setting boundaries is also crucial. If your manager sends requests late at night, consider saying, I want to ensure I deliver my best work. Could we set clearer deadlines to avoid last-minute rushes? It's about being firm yet respectful. Now, I want to share something that's often overlooked. Feedback is a two-way street. If your manager is difficult, it might be tempting to avoid them as much as possible. But seeking their input can actually improve the relationship. Here's how. Instead of vague questions like, how am I doing? Ask something specific. For example, do you think my approach to this project aligns with your expectations? What could I improve? This shows you're open to growth, and it might even surprise them. They'll see you're proactive and committed. Let's not sugarcoat this. Working with a difficult manager can be draining. That's why it's essential to prioritize your well-being. Take time to recharge outside of work, whether it's through exercise, hobbies, or simply disconnecting from emails after hours. Lean on your support system. Talk to trusted colleagues or mentors. They've likely been in similar situations and can offer valuable perspective. And if the situation starts affecting your health or performance, don't hesitate to seek support from HR or higher leadership. I want you to take a moment and think about this. Is this difficult manager the entirety of your career? Of course not. While the situation might feel overwhelming now, it's just one chapter in your professional journey. Focus on what you can control. Use this experience as a learning opportunity. How can you develop resilience, adaptability, interpersonal skills? These are traits that will serve you long after this manager is a distant memory. And if, after giving it your best effort, you realize this environment isn't the right fit, that's okay. Start preparing for your next move. Update your skills, network, and explore opportunities where you can thrive. That is to say, navigating a relationship with a difficult manager isn't easy, but it's an opportunity to grow in ways you might not expect. By understanding their behavior, building bridges, staying professional, and prioritizing your well-being, you'll not only manage the situation, you'll emerge stronger. Remember, every challenge is a chance to learn. The key is how you respond. And who knows, one day you might look back and see this as the moment that shaped you into the leader you're destined to become. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these strategies empower you to navigate challenging dynamics with confidence and grace. See you in the next session, where we'll explore how to inspire collaboration in teams.